give you a little backstory, 150 years ago, there's this group called the 10th Legionnaires, which were kind of the defenders of Ebb, this nation that they reside in. And about 30 or so years ago, they were kind of dishonored and destroyed by this lady named Jane Cassandra. And so they've been kind of disbanded, and they've been hunted down for 30 years now. And so when you start up in the game, you start off as some of the descendants of these Legionnaires looking to rebuild the Legion again. And so you start out as one of the 4 different Legionnaires. This Dungeon Siege 3 is the first Dungeon Siege on the consoles. So it's going to be a little bit different. The original ones were on the PC, and so they had like a PC hotbar. So one of the things we did to kind of compensate for that was to give all the characters 3 different stances. So you have their one stance that has 3 different skills, a second stance, and then also a defense stance that has their heal and any defensive abilities. In addition, this game's a little bit more actiony than the other ones. The original ones felt a little bit more like Diablo. This one feels a lot more like Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance or Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It has that kind of feel. Also, we have a little bit more, we try to engage the players a little bit more in the story. The original ones kind of had a really good story there, but we want to give a little bit more of that for it, what Obsidian is known for. So, well, since we knew we can tell stories, one of the things we really wanted to focus on for this game was combat. Also, just make sure that the game is really clean and a really well-made game. So we made a story. We knew the story was going to be great. It's always a really good story. So we really just took a lot of time to make sure that the combat felt good, that all the controls felt really well, that people would really have a good time when they're playing the game. It's not going to be as crazy as, like, say, Alpha Protocol or Fallout New Vegas, but there's still some choices that you'll make throughout the game that will influence what happens later on at the end of the game. So we always want to keep that choice and consequence involved in any games that we make. So Dungeon Siege does have some of those aspects in it as well. So it's going to be on the 360, the PS3, and the PC. And the dates are June 21st in North America.